I'm Jordan. I'm currently Director of IT at a civil engineering design consultancy. I've been in IT about 11 years now, working on large construction projects, having my part to play in delivering multi-million pound construction projects through to working with SMEs and doing digital transformation projects. So cybersecurity in the construction and engineering industry is vitally important. As a sector, we work on some of the most complex and challenging construction projects that the UK and sometimes the world has seen, and ensuring that we can protect the information of our clients, our employees, the projects that we work on, whether that be CAD drawings or blueprints, is essential, really. The construction industry is digitizing more and more of the things that they do, and being able to protect that is going to be gives clients the reassurance that they need, that their information is protected. For many SMEs, not just SMEs, but large businesses as well, I think one of the main challenges you get is budgets. IT security tools are advancing at such an amazing rate, and there is a tool for every kind of security threat that you may find. So I believe that budgets is one of those big challenges. Often for SMEs, having such a wide variety of tools available can sometimes feel, or at least be kind of financially out of reach for some of them. And so I think budgets is definitely one of those big challenges. I think another one of the challenges that you get in security is visibility. Managing things like network architecture and servers, even support functions and software development is such a broad scope, and having visibility of your security threats in all of those areas all at the same time can be a real challenge. The last challenge that I can think of is that there's the national shortage of cybersecurity professionals, especially in the UK, and that makes finding and retaining the right talent a real challenge for organisations of all sizes. Since we've been engaging with Red Helix, I've got a lot more confidence in our IT security tooling and our IT security posture. Working collaboratively with Red Helix allows us to identify and mitigate vulnerabilities that we may not have seen before. And as an SME, being able to lean on Red Helix expertise gives me real confidence in our ability going forward. For me, construction and engineering as a sector, both professionals and organisations, are innovators. And while the industry is mainly seen as a very manual process in terms of building and lifting and assembling, there's actually a huge technological and digital process that goes on in the background, from designing and architecture to trying to minimise the ways that we can use concrete and reduce our kind of carbon output from those building processes, is massively technology driven. Construction as a sector also drives the country's economic growth, and so there's a lot of sensitive information and a lot of data that needs to be protected. For example, around the way that organisations use design for manufacture and assembly, that's pivotal to the way that we get more efficiencies from that construction sector. Another example I can give is the large supply chains that construction companies and construction projects have got. Having a weak cybersecurity link in that supply chain can have a really large knock-on effect to the rest of that project's delivery. Red Helix approach to cybersecurity isn't about just picking a product and putting it in front of their customers and making their customer work around it. They have been really engaged with what our organisation's security objectives are, and worked really hard to make sure that we've got the right tools for the right purpose. From engaging with our account manager to signing on the dotted line, the experience hasn't been pushy or forceful, and it's been focused more on building long-term partnerships rather than obtaining a quick sale. Implementation of our Red Helix solution has been absolutely flawless, and since then I've come to Red Helix with more requirements that have been met with the same level of care and attention. overall, I would have absolutely no issues recommending Red Helix to anyone within the construction engineering industry. In fact, any industry that requires a really diligent managed service security provider where their customers are genuinely at the forefront of their service offering.